Hey, it's Bobby. Welcome to day number 16 of the Spring into Mindfulness program. And as promised, today we're going to be talking about dealing with stress, anxiety, depression, panic attacks, angst, any of those, just those moods or feelings or mental states that are um, painful and they suck. So, we're going to talk about a breathing technique today and a way to biohack, to life hack, to hack our human experience. So, we're experiencing those states less frequently. And we're going to be doing that by tapping into our inner pharmacy. The cool thing about our inner pharmacy is it always gives us the right dose. There's no side effects. It's naturally occurring. And through our breath, we've got the ability to tap into this inner pharmacy. And dose is a word that I like to use because it includes the chemicals that we're going to be tapping into: dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. Those are the feel good chemicals of love and connection and bliss that are our birthright. So I'm excited to be able to bring you this breathing technique today, and it's called box breathing. Box like a Amazon box breathing. And it's a very simple technique. It involves four parts, hence the box. It involves the inhalation and a hold and an exhalation and a hold. Oops, didn't really get those. You get the idea. I went out of frame there a little bit. And just like in yesterday's breathing technique that we used, you want to ultimately find your own breath. In other words, where is your breathing? And be mindful of the fact that that may change as you go through this process. So in the example, I'm going to just use a count of 5 because that's easy. But as you're doing it, you want to find your own breath. And just like yesterday's breathing, on our inhalation, we want our lungs to fill all the way in, but only to the point where we're not having to stress or put effort into the inhalation. We want it as full as possible, effortlessly. Um, so wherever that is for you, and as you're doing the breath, you may find if you start with a 5 count, you may find yourself going up to 7 or 8 or 9. This breath is a little bit different from yesterday's because the exhalation is the same count. So we're really not going to, it won't be any, there's no difficulty associated with it. Also, we want to do the same routine. Inhalation comes through the nose. Exhalation comes out of the mouth, better with pursed lips. Just kind of breathing its way out. So if you'd like to join along with me, you can just begin with a nice inhalation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just continue to repeat. And I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with that particular breath. First of all, the moment that we begin breathing deeply, our body begins to calm. If you notice when you're feeling stress, one of the very first normal, natural reactions when we're under stress is to hold our breath or to breathe very shallowly. And so the moment that we begin breathing more deeply, all of a sudden we're beginning to trigger some of those yummy chemicals that we talked about. As we hold our breath at the top, we're allowing more blood to be fully oxygenated and go through our system a little bit more effortlessly. As we breathe out and as we clear our lungs, so you do want to find that area, again, effortlessly, where you can breathe out as much of your used up air as possible. And then that hold at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with our lungs empty, that triggers our vagus nerve. And our vagus nerve runs right up to our brain. And as that gets triggered, it also triggers our parasympathetic nervous system. That's the nervous system that tells us to relax and open our mind, open our heart, open our body to relax, and releases the dopamine and the oxytocin and the serotonin and the endorphins. So this is a really, really powerful breath that if you are noticing yourself having any difficulty in your day, or if it's a chronic situation that you have over and over again, this is one of the most powerful life hacks, human experience biohacks, techniques that we can use. It's a really, really powerful thing. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is, remember day 1 or 2, I can't remember when, but early on in the thing, I talked about using your cell phone, having your cell phone with you, and having a timer set that less than an hour. I would start with somewhere 45, 47 minutes and make adjustments based on how you're doing, but interrupt your patterns and check in with yourself and see how are you doing. And if you're doing wonderfully well, if you're in the flow and you're in the zone, then don't do anything, just hit the reset button and start another timer over again. But if you find yourself feeling down or anxious or antsy or any of those things that you don't want to feel, that you're getting that signal from your body that something is a little bit off here, our breath is the easiest thing for us to turn over to complete automation or to take conscious control over. And using this technique of the box breath is one of the easiest ways for us to tap into our internal pharmacy. So give that a try and enjoy. It's a really yummy way to keep the chemicals nice and balanced, and the flow of the really good yummy ones coming through to you. So we will see you tomorrow with another video. Ciao for now.